Alrighty guys, so I wanted to show you one quick thing that was actually pretty hidden in the last update. If you go right over to the doctor's office, there's a chest key right over here. So let's see if we can try to get to that. If we go into this room over here under the right, there's going to be a hidden room actually. If you go right over to the right side over here, and it brings us right outside, and this gives us a chest key. Pretty sweet, huh? Alrighty, good morning guys. This is going to be the new update for 81042. Hopefully this is going to be a pretty helpful walkthrough. I'm going to try to make it pretty fast. If this is, please consider subscribing to the channel here, and let's get right to it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to have to create a rock bomb if you haven't already from the last chapter here. I'm going to go into the offering tab, and we can throw in the silver talisman, jade talisman, base container, and then the nitroglycerin.
I did it.
It gives us the rock bomb. Next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go under the church here. We can use the rock bomb that we just created on this wall here.
It worked.
Alrighty, so looks like we're gonna have to move some of these rocks here to get to this twinkle. This is a pretty easy puzzle. You know what to do, but let's go ahead and go through this together. There we go. All right, let's keep going here. All right, so we just got another star, or heart, I mean, for Madeline. That may have been the last heart Yeah, let's take a look here. So Madeline has the last heart. We have Kaylee, Tasha, Naomi, Claire, Janet, Emily, Diana, Aaliyah. We just need Jessica, Patricia, and Sophia. That's it. Right, so let's go ahead and grab Tasha.
What's up?
Hi.
That's awesome. All right, let's go on back to the shrine here. That was the best scene, I think, that they've thrown in. All right, let's go ahead and check out with Claire, the west side. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be another puzzle here that we're going to have to avoid the snakes. And just checking antidotes that I have. I have 4. So there's a little room for error here. But hopefully we won't need any. Let's see how well we can do this. So trying to follow a pattern here about where the snakes are going. There's a little pressure plate here. And there is a vase here. So I want to try to get to the vase. I want to try to get to this pressure plate. All right, let's see if we can get through this. The anti-venoms actually get rid of the snakes, but I'm going to try not to use any. So it's all about timing here. What I'm going to want to do is I'm going to try to get to this pressure plate down here and see if I can release this snake, or release some of these stones rather. All right, so they released this stone down here. We can make our way up to this spot right here. And this snake, once this snake gets to about like right there, we can make our way over to this area. See that? If you do it too fast, you actually end up running into the snake. So I'm going to go ahead and break that. We have another Talisman of the Gods, which is pretty sweet. We could use that for something. And then again with this one down here, I'd say once the snake is like right here, we can make a run for it. I don't know if I can stand any closer to that wall though. Oh yeah, I can. So you can just go on the outside and stand on that. It gets rid of all the snakes on one there. All right, so now that we figured on this side, on the west side, let's go ahead and go over to Tasha and Diana. See if we can help them out. Claire's gonna figure out theirs. Jeez. Okay, so let's go ahead and examine this one. We have a flashing pressure plate there. We have this vase, and then we have another pressure plate over here. Let's see what we can do. I think the first thing that we need to go for is this one here, and this is going to be that first snake. So we're going to have to track this part. So if we stand here, snake can't get us. Once the snake gets like right over here, we can shoot up and go over this way. We'll do it on the next round. This pressure plate opens up down here. So let's go ahead and keep moving. Now I think I can actually come up this way and come down. So let's go ahead and try that. You're safe if you stand right here. And you have two snakes to watch this time. If you want to try to go down this way. If you go down this way, you have an easy path to get right to this vase.
What could this be?
We have another Talisman of the Gods from the vase there. And then we're going to try to get back up and go through this side. So this snake covers this. And then this little snake covers this middle part. So we should be safe if we stand right here for now. This inner one is a lot faster. So we're going to have to get this timing down just right. Okay, so we made it past and got that last pressure plate, which releases Diane and Tasha. All right, so now that everything is done as far as this, we're gonna have to go back to Squall Mart.
Yes?
Well, while we're here, we have a bonus profile, looks like. So that profile was actually for Kaylee, which is pretty sweet. So we'll hold on to that there. Let's go see if we can go find Aaliyah. All right, let's go on back to Squall Mart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and tell Kaylee. She's going to be over in the mansion.
How are you doing?
What's new?
Let's go back to the library there. Wow, that was a huge update. Holy smokes, a lot of information they dropped on us. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and grab that Kamasutra page that they added for this chapter. Going to be down in this area under the church here, where we had the rock bomb. Going to be right off to this right side. Go ahead and check this out.
This might come in handy.
Okay, so that was Sophia, and it's called Snack Time. Pretty sweet. Okay, guys, that is actually the end of this update, 81042. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting below. If you guys had any issues, I try to get back to you as soon as possible. All the updates are going to be down there in the description. So it's going to be for Android, Mac, and PC. And I'm also going to have in the description as well some Google Doc versions for some people that have been commenting below in past updates. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And I will actually check you guys out in another 2 weeks for this update. Thanks again.